she ended up calling the police, and she was like, I have a black man in here, he's threatening me, he has a gun. I had no weapon on me, I'm in work clothes, my daughter's in the car, my wife is in the car. About 10 police cars pull up, all guns drawn at me. There was no talking, no anything, telling me if I move, they're gonna shoot me. So that really just traumatized me. You can be at a party and next thing you know, violence erupt. It's been so many times where I dealt with just shootings that I have nothing to do with. I'm just enjoying myself at an event. It's peaceful over here. Like, we have to travel with weapons in America. If you don't have a gun on you in my city, bro, like, you can literally be a victim. The system in America is not set up for black people. There's been times when I was in the workforce, I missed promotions and stuff just off of, you know, being me, being black. My daughters, they make very good grades. That really doesn't matter in America. It's about your skin color. You can be the smartest black child and it still don't apply. They just want to feel like the white child is more superior.
Do they still think that we live on trees?
Absolutely. So it's no civilization, no anything over here. It's just lions, you know, no buildings. Like, so I'm showing them on video, they don't believe it. Like, this is Ghana, like, for real.
They don't believe that.
I get that question a lot from the Ghanaians. They like, bro, you want to come here, I want to go there. I really feel like you also have that same opportunity here. You just got to be creative. The local Ghanaians need to embrace the country more than what they're doing. It takes all of us to make the country great. I didn't think it'd be as beautiful and very welcoming. The Asians, they taking over. Whites, they taking over. As blacks, we have to come together as brothers and sisters. We got to stop spending our dollar outside. We have everything we need to be successful.
Hi, welcome to Ben Carson channel. It's another big day, and this is what I want to tell you. I've just chanced on this video, right? Once again on Web Nation Africa. This guy, he said he goes by the name Hefei. I learned it's a Spanish name, but Hefei in China is a city anyway. And then yeah, so let's just keep it right there. So he just recently relocated, right? He recently relocated about 2-3 years ago to Ghana, maybe. Let's just say that. Recently relocated to Ghana because of insecurity that he had with his family in the US. He talks of his experience one time being somebody called police on him because a neighbor thought he had guns and he didn't, and he was mowed to the ground even before he could say jack. And so that was his aha moment. Like, he had to move, right? The point that he thought, well, let me just take that decision. And he had been hearing about Ghana and whatever. So he moved to Ghana. And I don't know if he just came to, like, momentarily, and then later on went back and sort of brought all his tools, because he's into sanitation in the US. And so he came, he saw how sanitation is a big problem in Africa, not just Africa, in Ghana, not just Ghana, but the whole of Africa. And so he wanted to start here in Ghana. And so he's looking at establishing a company, sanitation company, that will put dumpsters in people's homes. Like, when we talk about dumpsters, it's not you, the Ghanaians, it's not the Zoom Lion boxes that you've been seeing. That's small. When we talk of dumpsters in America, it's big. It's like your bedroom, a very big dumpster that you sort of throw your garbage in for about 2 weeks, and then the car just come and take it away. No, empty it, put it back there. That's dumpster. Now, the only difficulty I'm seeing is that when it comes to Ghana, our settlement is not like US, where a house is here and there's a very big compound around it. You only see that in the villages, and that's where most people don't want to go. But if you come to Accra, my house, it takes only like 3 steps before you get to the next house, right? Sometimes even walls separate people's houses, and the compound is not where you are going to put a dumpster in someone's wall inside, right? So that's just a summary of it. And apparently he's enjoying Ghana. He's talking about some of the frustration when it comes to getting a residence permit, getting a company established, and sometimes people are very disappointing. Ghana is going to humble you, as he put it. You have to learn humility, you have to learn patience, because things are slower than in America. Well, if you have been to China, then you know even things are very slow in America too. In China, it's ta and remove, right? So I enjoyed the conversation. It's about an hour conversation. Please go to Web Nation Africa. They are trying to get to 100K subscribers by the end of the year. Subscribe, watch that video, and come here for my reaction. I do that because I told you I've lived in Ghana, I've lived in China, and I'm living in the States now. I have a peripheral perspective, right? And when it comes to Ghana, we take our culture from that of the UK. So, quote unquote, I've been to Europe already. I haven't been to Europe, but I've been to Europe already just by living in Ghana, right? So that's why I make the reaction. I tell you what I think is going on, what people should actually do, and how we can actually make this relocating to Africa better. Like he said, he just packed his things, shipped his items, came to Ghana, and he realized everything that he shipped, he could have actually gotten it in Ghana at a cheaper price. Do your research. And he looks like a very learned person. I really like him. Just that, for starters, brother, what's going on with your hair, bro? It looks like Lufthansa wins, man. What kind of hair is that, right? So that was when I was watching the video. That was what came to my mind. Like, he has this long thing here, this long thing there, and this long thing in front, this long thing back. And I'm like, is that Lufthansa talking? Anyway, that's just by the way. So I liked him. I like the fact that he, as young as he is, he has a family already. He relocated all his family. His kids are already starting school in Ghana. And I like the fact that he's coming to Ghana, right? And I like the business that he starts. And at least he's solving a problem. Not all those guys that just come and jump into real estate. But I got disappointed at the end of the video anyway, because he also said at the end he'll be into real estate. I know it's all about making money, but you know, one thing is solving problems. The biggest problem that we have in Ghana has nothing to do with real estate. It has to do with land tenure issues. That once settled, our real estate issue will go away. It will be a thing of the past. How many are we? And the real estate is not a problem. And even the houses that you are building, it's only those in East Legon and Trasaco that can afford. So please and please again, those real estate things, if you are coming to build a real estate, find materials that will build at the lowest and cheapest price that people like me with our pennies could afford, right? So think about that. But don't venture into real estate. If you are into sanitation, please, I'm going to support you. Come with a company that will dredge the Odo River, that will dredge the lakes and the gutters and whatever in Kumasi. And that big dam size that you're talking about, well, just think about it again. Maybe you have to do the Zoom Lion style, but because we don't have spaces where you can put those dam stakes in Ghana. Unless you put it in, maybe for a whole community, then you put one, like maybe for a whole community, and you have to be emptying it every day, bro. If you want to put one big one for a whole community, your car should be coming every day to empty that thing, bro. I'm not kidding. I'm not fucking with you. I'm telling you the truth, right? So that's the advice I'll give you. But I'm very much impressed with the whole video, with the fact that he's relocated. One thing I found that I felt like Hayford was being repetitive a little bit with the question, because the guy kept answering one particular question like multiple times. But well, and I know Hayford, you are in Nigeria, and I hope, yeah, you're going to meet other diaspora who have relocated to Nigeria. Ghana is opening up, and I think the whole of Africa is opening up. One thing that I always keep saying is that our leaders making bad decisions after another for us, because the way people really want to come in, if they're going to, like this guy's complaining about trying to register a company, getting residence permit, bro. There's someone who has come with cash. It's not going to be a burden anyway. And trust me, there are a lot of Ghanaians who are already burdened, who are already being burdened to the country anyway. I don't even want to mention our politicians, bro. But yeah, that's the point. So I enjoyed the video, like I said, and I like the fact that he's bringing that initiative. And he said he's going to talk to his friends and those that didn't even believe him that he was going to make it. You're going to make it, bro. If you have that patience that you began with, you're really going to succeed. And I hope you really succeed, so that you bring other people in. Because I always keep saying this at the end of my video, that the thing with Singapore and China is that they didn't do away with their diaspora. We might not have a typical Ghanaian diaspora, but we had African Americans, we have African diaspora all over the world who have the capital enough to start something small and go it into a bigger fortune for all of us. So please come, welcome, stay in Ghana, bring your family, bring your folks. More companies, but definitely not in real estate. Once again, my name is Ben Carson, and this has been the Ben Carson channel, discussing Africa Rising. I'll see you when I see you.